Om Jnanatimirandasya Jnananjanam Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Gurave Gaurachandraya Radhikaya Stadalaye Krishnaya Krishna Bhaktaya Tadbhaktaya Namo Namaha. Narayanam Gurum Vande Sharanyam Bhakta Bandhavam Gauramanu Vishtam Purnam Radhadasyam Pradayakam Rupandugacharya Varyam Gurupa Manjari Prishtakam Patita Pavana Karunyam Yugacharya Narayanam Vancha Kalpatarubhyascha Kripa Sindhubhya Evacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha. Namo Mahavadanyaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishnaya Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gaura Twise Namaha. Shama Sundara Shikanda Shekara Ismera Hasara Murali Manohara Radhikara Sikamam Kripanide Swapriya Charana Kinkarim Puru Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriya Vrindai Tulasi Devyai Priyai Keshavascha Krishna Bhakti Prade Devi Satyavatyai Namo Namaha. Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Srivasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ramo 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 Hare Hare. So first of all, I begin offering my most humble obeisances to the dust of the lotus feet of Paramaradatam Shri Guru Pada Padma, Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Paramahamsa Parivrajagacharya, Ashtotara Sata Srimad Shila Bhakti Vedanta Narayana Goswami Maharaj Shila Guru Deva, and also to my most worshipable Shikshan Sannyasa Guru, Nitrila Pravishta Om Vishnu Pada Ashtotara Sata Srimad Shila Bhakti Vijnana Bharati Goswami Maharaj, and to all Shri Rupananda Gauriya Guru Varga, to all Tridandi Sannyasis, Brahmacharis, Vaishnavas, Vaishnavis, and to all the assembled devotees here today, and most respectful obeisances. So by the causeless mercy of Srila Gurudeva and all Mahabhagavatas Acharyas, we are able to assemble here one more time. So continue with the Rasa Pancadhyayi. Now we are going to read the foreword, which is an article written by Srila Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur Prabhupada. So this article was about Srila Prabhupada's speech about the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam. It was in Calcutta, in Gaudiya Math, in 17 May 1930. And it was published in the Gaudiya Patrika, volume 8, number 41. So there is a great necessity to write a special commentary on the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam, especially for those who are very thirsty to serve the transcendental beauty of Bhagavatam. And this commentary will not be with a very, erudite language. It will also not be like the style of the Prakrita Sahajiyas, because they are accepting the absolute reality in the way of fantasies. So only those who have the sincere spiritual greed, they will desire to read Srimad Bhagavatam without changing its original meaning. In this world, there is no book such like Srimad Bhagavatam. It is not some type of mythology, also not any type of mundane description. If you have any material motivation, you will understand that no scripture can be compared to Srimad Bhagavatam in this world. Not in the past and not in the future also. Because Srimad Bhagavatam presents all the different conceptions of the Absolute in a very progressive way, like step by step. So the first conception, the preliminary conception, is actually the doubt in the existence of any supreme truth. So this is called samsaya. Samsaya means to doubt the absolute truth. Then again comes the denial of the personal absolute, means the supreme personality of Godhead. Then this is called Gnostic. Gnostic means the atheistic conception to deny that God has form. Then we have the next step, the acceptance of the impersonal aspect of the Lord. It is called nirguna. Then we have the next step, which is the theory that God exists, but in a neutral way. Then the next one, this is called that God is together with his potency, means the potent and the potency together. This is called mituna. Actually, I jumped to one. After the God neutral calls cleaver. Then after we have the potent Godhead, means like the Purusha, like as a person. So then after that we have the Purusha and the Shakti, both together. And then next is the relation between Shakti and Shaktiman, Purusha and Shakti, in Swakya, means in conjugal way, matrimonial. And then the last one, it is called the Parakya, the relation between that Purusha and that Shakti in a extra conjugal relationship, Parakya. Now Srila Prabhupada is asking, the 10th canto of Bhagavatam describes the pastimes of Krishna, which is the main subject of the book. So what is the need of writing the other previous 9 cantos? Actually, they serve as a platform to actually highlight all the specialities of Krishna. So, and show that Krishna is completely independent and autocrat. So his loving affairs are actually the paramount of the subject of Srimad Bhagavatam. So the first 9 cantos will show all these steps that we have described, from the theories of doubt through the conjugal relationship of God. And then in the 10th canto, in the chapters like Gopigit, the Paramur conception is revealed. Before the advent of Srimad Mahaprabhu, many persons, they used to study Srimad Bhagavatam. But only those who actually read Bhagavatam after understanding Chaitanya Charitamrita, they can actually be able to take the real essence of Srimad Bhagavatam. Why is that? Because Chaitanya Charitamrita was written by Krishnadas Kaviraj Goswami, who is one of the best followers of Srila Rupa Goswami Pada. So the professional speakers and the Prakrita Sahajya's explanations of Bhagavatam it's actually cover the true conceptions of Rupa Goswami presented in Chaitanya Charitamrita. In this way, so many Sahajiyas, they have delivered very misleading commentaries about Srimad Bhagavatam for the general people. And that was just for their sense gratification. In this way, they have paved the path to hell for themselves and for others. So Srimad Bhagavatam is the fully matured fruit of the tree of the Vedas. Nigama kalpa tarur galitam phalam sukha mukhadamrita drava samyutam vivata bhagavatam rasam malayam muhuraho rasika bhuvi bhavuka. This is the 3rd verse of Srimad Bhagavatam. Srimad Bhagavatam is the mature fruit of the wishing fulfilling tree of the Vedic literature. And it emanated from the lips of Sri Shukadeva Goswami. And it has descended upon this earth in the full aspect, through the disciplic succession of bona fide gurus. It is saturated with the supremely pleasing nectar of transcendental emotions, rasa. And it is completely juicy, have no skin, no seeds, no fibers, nothing to be discarded. Therefore, this fruit is like completely drinkable. Pibat Bhagavatam Rasamayam. You can drink this Bhagavatam Rasa. And then, oh great devotees, you who are bhavuka. Bhavuka means those who are relishing bhav. They, and also rasika, they're expert in relishing all the transcendental emotions. And you should drink repeatedly this sweet nectar, even after the stage of perfection. So there is a commentary of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur about this verse in the 1st canto of Bhagavatam. Now I am speaking, okay, in brackets, not more from the article. So there, Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, he is asking, where is the rasa of Bhagavatam? Is in the Bhagavatam itself? Where it is? He says, no, the real rasa of Bhagavatam is actually on the lips of Shukadeva Goswami. That sweetness that we want to relish, it's actually not in the fruit of Bhagavatam itself, but is on the lips of Shukadeva Goswami. So this fruit is relishable because Shukadeva has touched his lips in that fruit and make that really sweet and relishable. He says that it's very important to understand that to really be able to relish this sweetness, we cannot approach directly the Srimad Bhagavatam, but we have to approach the devotees who are able to actually speak Bhagavatam. Therefore, we should not try to read Bhagavatam by ourselves. We should always read the purports and the commentaries and otherwise hear directly from our Guru Varga. So it means we should study the Bhagavatam along with the commentaries of our acharyas. Because we are not able to understand this message, and if we are not able to understand, we will not be able to relish this real sweetness of Bhagavatam. So now we come back to the text. So the word Nigama means the Vedas, and is compared here to the wish-fulfilling tree, Kalpa Vriksha, Kalpataru. And the Vedas can fulfill the desire of whatever desire you aspire, the Vedas can fulfill that. So those who are more mundane, means with a more mundane approach, they will consider Bhagavatam as like Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. But those who have given up Bhukti and Mukti, means sense gratification and liberation, and they will actually be able to understand Bhagavatam properly. And they will never aspire for Dharma, Artha, Kama and Moksha. Also we have the karmis, the fruitive workers, those who have selfish motives. Then we have the jnanis, who are impersonalists. But for those people, Srimad Bhagavatam will never give any sweet fruit to be tasted. So Srimad Bhagavatam is all about the beauty of the love between the Supreme Lord and his servants. And also describe the 5 types of consciousness. Contracted consciousness means Sankuchita Chetana. Then slightly budding, Mukulita Chetana. Then flowering or developing means Pushpita Chetana. Then expanding or blooming means Vardita Chetana. Then fully mature or developed, Paripushta Chetana. And finally, completely perfected consciousness, Prapakwa Chetana. So in this way, Srimad Bhagavatam, like a wish-fulfilling tree, it manifests all the conceptions of the Supreme Absolute Truth. And for those who are eager to serve the beauty of that Parakya conception, there is no better tree than Srimad Bhagavatam to take that fruit. Throughout the universes and beyond them, across the Viraja river, there is nothing better than Srimad Bhagavatam. So now, considering the conception of Parakya, there are 4 different stages to be observed. First, which is called the immature, this is Taruna. Then the growing stage, this is called Kashaya. Then the ripe stage, Pakwa. And then the fully ripened, Prapakwa. So these gradations, they can be perceived by only the topmost devotees. That is to say that it can be perceived by the Rasika and Bhavuka Bhaktas. Only they are actually Bhavukas who are situated on the platform of Sthayi, realized of their internal relationship with the divine couple. So those who are actually fixed on their Sthayi, those who have realized their Swarupa, they are called Bhavukas. Those who are in the stage of Bhava. Those who are immersed completely in this Rasa, they are beyond the mundane conceptions. And their state of consciousness is called Vishuddha Sattva, the supreme purity of spiritual existence. And only those who are Rasik, they can taste this sweetness of nectar of Srimad Bhagavatam. There is a possibility of choking if you swallow any other fruit which may have big seeds or any type of fiber, but Srimad Bhagavatam is such a fruit which has only liquid. You can never be choked by that. There are other types of literature who are called Anyavilasha, means they have selfish motives. They also have expectation of material gain, karma, cultivation of impersonal knowledge, jnana, or desire for mystic power, yoga, and even the literatures which explain about bhakti, but mixed with selfish desires, they cannot reveal what Bhagavatam is revealing. In this way, only Srimad Bhagavatam is a supremely pure and perfect embodiment of transcendental nectarian rasa. Actually, this is the infinite reservoir of absolute rasa, Krishna himself. And this rasa is to be relished through all stages. Even the liberated souls, they will take so much pleasure in relishing Srimad Bhagavatam. But the narrations of Srimad Bhagavatam should be heard from the mouths of Paramahamsa Vaishnavas. But the Prakrita Sahajiyas, they like to hear from those who have so many anarthas in their hearts. And they are more interested in the techniques of literature, like poetry, syllables and beauty and metric, than in the message itself. So, by hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam from the lips of Paramahamsa, like Shukadeva Goswami, then a qualified listener, like Parikshit Maharaj, will realize the temporary nature of human life. They will realize the temporary nature of the human life. And they will become at once immersed in relishing the nectar of Bhagavatam. And they will do it forever. And automatically we will forget about all your other desires. And you become qualified to listen about Krishna and become detached from the material world. But basically, the essence of the class was about that Srimad Bhagavatam is like the transcendental fruit, and that fruit has no seeds, no skin, no fibers. Actually, you can drink this fruit, and this is how the devotees, they will relish Srimad Bhagavatam, like just tasting a very sweet fruit. But the most important thing is that this purport of Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur about this verse that he mentioned, that this special sweetness is not in the fruit itself, but it has come from the lips of Shukadeva Goswami. I have this purport here from Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur, the first canto, about that third shloka. He says that this rasa, it's actually not in the tree of the Vedas itself. You cannot find it in the Vedas. You can find it in the mouth of Shukadeva Goswami. So Vyasadeva, he knew that this fruit is very special. Therefore, he put it in the mouth of Shukadeva Goswami purposefully. So this Shukha Mukat, the mouth of Shukadeva, this sweetness became more sweet. And also he gives another very important purport on this verse. He's saying, the verse says, Bhuvi Bhavuka. These two words are there. So Bhuvi indicates actually Brajabhumi, Vrindavan. Bhavuka and Rasika, it means who? Gopis. So Pibata Bhagavatam Rasam Alayam, it means that we have to relish ras up to the point of embracing Krishna. Alayam means embracing Krishna. So when gopis are embracing Krishna, this is the highest rasa. And then next is Amrita, means Krishna's rasa is Amrita, like nectar. It flows away quickly from the mind and the eyes, drava. You cannot catch it in your mind or even looking. You cannot catch it. It escapes, it flows. Therefore, you have to drink this nectar in the form of Krishna's lips. Directly from Krishna's lips, you have to drink this. Not Krishna, Shukadeva Goswami. Directly, you have to drink directly from his lips, means you have to listen from him. And what is this fully ripened fruit from the tree of the Vedas? What is this? This is called Raganuga Bhakti, especially Gopi Bhav, which is the highest top of love. How can we prove this? We can prove this because the personified Vedas, they wanted to become gopis themselves. And they took the form of thousands of gopis to drink this ras directly from Krishna's lips. And you can understand this also from what we heard in Gopi Gita. How gopis, they cannot see Krishna continuously from their eyes because either Krishna goes to the forest or because the eyes are blinking, so the eye cannot catch that all the time. It escapes. So how the gopis, they will drink this nectar constantly from two ways. Either from their ears when they speak to each other about Krishna, or directly when they will kiss Krishna and drink directly from Krishna's mouth. So very beautiful purport of Sri Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur. Okay, so we shall stop here then, and we will continue next Thursday. Hare Krishna Vanchakapatar Vesha Kripa Sindhu Bevacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavibhyo Namo.